So, when should we start teaching our kids about good touch and bad touch? It's a really important question. Hello parents, welcome back to Eduma. So, parents, you must teach your child about good touch and bad touch from the very beginning, from the very start as soon as they are born. As soon as your child turns 6 months or 1 year old, it's important to start teaching them about good touch and bad touch. You may think what a 6-month-old will understand about good touch or bad touch, but you will be amazed to know that they will understand from the very beginning. You can start explaining them about different organs, or you can also observe if they are not feeling comfortable with a certain touch. Also, you can show them certain gestures where they can say no. And also, we will also discuss about the mistakes that parents make from the very beginning. You will feel amazed when you will get to know that your 1-year-old child is also understanding about good touch and bad touch. You can also tell them and teach them with that actions. When you will teach them that you have to say no when someone touches you inappropriately, they will understand that. They will engage with it and say no. Parents, children from the very beginning start to explore their organs and their private organs, and it's completely normal for them to explore. So don't worry on this. If you are watching your child and observing your child that he or she is observing and exploring their private organs, it's completely normal. Don't stress about it. But you should include that your private organs should be a particular name, should be the name that it is assigned. You should not use pseudo names for it. For example, in India, many families and many parents use pseudo names for the private organs. The children, they start feeling confused and they also become unclear about their private organs. And why this is so? Because you parents are making this mistake by saying pseudo names of these private organs. You should never feel shy in saying these names in front of your child. You can easily say vagina, penis and breast. These are the private organs of our human body, and these have a vital role in our human body. You should explain them about these parts and how they help in the human body and what functions they perform in the body, such that your child also doesn't feel hesitant in talking about it to you, and also is clear about the different private organs and body organs. Parents, the next mistake that you must be making is relatives and friends. Yes, you heard it right. The next thing is relatives and parents. As soon as a baby is born in a family, relatives and friends come over and they want to meet the baby. They hold the baby, they hug the baby, they kiss the baby. And as soon as they grow up, they start developing that relationship with the relatives and friends. But here, when your baby turns 1 year old and your relatives and friends come and hug your baby and kiss your baby, here it's your role to observe if your baby is comfortable and if your baby is feeling uncomfortable with them or that particular touch, or if they are feeling uncomfortable with a certain person but not with a certain person. Whenever our relatives and friends come over and they ask the baby to hug them or kiss them or force them to hug or kiss them, you also push your child away and push your child towards that relative and friend that no, go hug them, no, go kiss them, go give a peck on their cheek. But parents, it's not appropriate at all. Here, you are teaching your child that it's completely okay to hug and kiss anyone without their permission and without their choice. You should never let your child do that. You should never push your child towards doing that. You might feel that your relative or friend might feel disrespected, or they will also say that your child is misbehaving, or you have not taught your child good manners, or your child is so disrespectful and your child is not kissing or hugging anyone, he is not friendly, he is not sociable. But it's completely normal to ignore such things, because here it's important for you to respect your child's choice and also letting them choose who they want to hug, who they want to kiss and who they want to give a cuddle. Imagine you have a 5-year-old child and you have been constantly teaching them to hug and kiss relatives and friends. And imagine one day a stranger comes up to them and asks them to hug them or kiss them. They will certainly do that because they have been taught from the very beginning that it's completely okay to hug or kiss someone when they ask them to. So, it's really important to respect your child's decision and choice here. Tell them that nobody has the permission to give them a hug or kiss if they don't feel comfortable. Also, this will teach them that nobody has the right to touch them on any organ on their body, not even on forehead. Also, it will also teach them that nobody can hug or kiss them on the forehead as well. Parents, here it's your job to acknowledge if your child is feeling uncomfortable with a certain someone and they are not comfortable with them hugging them or kissing them even on the forehead. Here you have to observe and ask your child to make them feel comfortable and make them believe that you are present with them. So, before we begin to teach your children about good touch and bad touch, here are certain points that you should keep in mind to prevent your child from being in a situation of a bad touch. So, first point is never ever force your child or push your child towards a certain person to give them a hug or a kiss. Second, respect your child's decision and also their choice. Third, never use pseudo-names which makes your child confused about the private organs or the body organs. So, let's meet in the next video where we will discuss about the good touches and bad touches. Bye.